So hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we will be discussing what is optimal page replacement algorithm. So for this video, some of the prerequisites that you should be knowing is what is a page, what are page faults, and what is virtual memory, and RAM, and demand paging. So I guess you should be knowing these things beforehand for you to understand this video properly. If you don't know these concepts properly, first I would suggest go and learn these topics and then come to this video. So moving on, optimal page replacement algorithm helps us decide that whenever a page fault occurs and our RAM is full, our RAM could be having x number of frames, like it could store x number of pages. It could it could have any number of pages basically. So if our RAM is full, so if we want to access a page in that moment, we need to put it in RAM and we need to load it. So we have to replace a page that is already there in the RAM. So there are multiple page replacement algorithms. For example, one of them is LRU, least recently used page. I mean, it goes on the assumption that if a page is least recently used, then it is less likely to be used in future. And one is that we are studying right now, that is optimal page replacement algorithm, OPR, for example. Okay, so this is our RAM, and suppose this is full. Then how do we decide which page exactly we have to replace? Suppose, let us take a very simple example, a RAM of 3 frames, and we have a reference list, like it will be telling that in future which pages are going to come in which order for a program. Suppose we have the order of pages 1 3 2 4 2 3 4 1 2 3 2, for example. This is just a random made up order. Okay, so first of all, when our RAM is empty and the reference list starts with 1, we simply load 1 in our RAM. I hope that you know that whenever we are loading 1, we are initially getting a page fault, because whenever a page is not there in the RAM, there occurs a page fault, and we then load the page. Okay, and then we load 3, and then we load 2. Till 2 the entire story is fine, but when it comes to loading 4, we need to see which page is going to be used the most late in the future. So if we see the future, like it is 2 3 4, the immediate future is 2 3 4 are going to be used first, and 1 is going to be used the most late in this entire coming series. So we replace the 4 with 1, so we get 4 3 and 2. And now when we go to 2, it is already there in the RAM, so there is no page fault and we are not doing any replacement. And then we go to 3, it is also there in the RAM, no replacement, nothing. We again go to 4, it is also not there, it is also there in the RAM, so no need for page replacement. Now we come to 1. Now here is again an interesting story. If we see the immediate future, we are seeing that we have to use 2, we have to use 3, and we have to again use 2 in the future. So we have to replace it with a page that is not being used, or is the used, or is used most late in the future. So since we see 4 is not even being used in the future, we again replace it with 4. We again get 1 3 and 2. Now this is a very um, 3 again, and then we have 4. Then because 2 and 3 are in the RAM, we have no need for a page replacement thing. Again we get 2 3, they are in the RAM. Then we are coming back to 4. And let's take, suppose we have 1 3 3 in future. So when we come to 4, we see, since 2 is not being used in the future, or suppose we have 2 here, or is being used the most late in future, we replace 2 with 4 and we would get 1 3 and 4. So this is a very rough idea and example of what is optimal page replacement algorithm. Now a very important thing, this algorithm, can you guess, is it even possible to implement? No, this is not possible to implement at all. This is completely theoretical. And this is just to test the efficiency of existing page replacement algorithms like LRU, etc., to check how close they are to the optimal page replacement algorithm. Optimal page replacement algorithm is the best algorithm that we have, but just to measure efficiency of other algorithms, we need a base, we need some standard. So it forms that standard to which we compare for efficiency. So this is completely theoretical, and it is not possible to implement in real life. So that's all for this video. I hope you understood what is meant by optimal page replacement algorithm. Let's see you in the next video. If you like this video, please share it with your friends who are interested in similar concepts. And if you found what I shared as something valuable, do like,